To find the midpoint of two coordinates, we have to use the midpoint formula, which is capital M, bracket x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2, close bracket. Essentially, this formula is for finding the average of the x and y coordinates. The M is used to represent midpoint, while the brackets and comma are used because the final answer is a coordinate. 1. Find the midpoint of the given coordinates. A. 2, -3, and 6, 7. First, we must choose one coordinate to be x1 and y1 and another to be x2 and y2. Then we substitute the coordinates into the midpoint formula. M equals bracket 2 plus 6 divided by 2, comma, -3 plus 7 divided by 2, close bracket. This equals bracket 8 divided by 2, comma 4 over 2, close bracket, which can be further simplified to 4, 2. Therefore, our midpoint is 4, 2. B. 1/2, 5, and 3/4, -1/3. Once again, we will start by choosing one coordinate to be x1 and y1, and another to be x2 and y2. Then, we substitute the coordinates into the midpoint formula. M equals bracket 1/2 plus 3/4 divided by 2, comma 5 plus -1/3 divided by 2, close bracket. This equals bracket 2/4 plus 3/4 divided by 2, comma 15/3 subtract 1/3 divided by 2, close bracket. Continuing on, bracket 5/4 divided by 2, comma 14/3 divided by 2, close bracket. Bracket 5/8, comma 7/3, close bracket. Our final answer is M equals 5/8, 7/3. 2. Given the midpoint -5, 7 and the endpoint 2, 9, find the other endpoint. First, we will label the endpoint given to us as x1 and y1 and the midpoint as M. Then, we will find the x-coordinate. For this, we will use part of the midpoint formula. M equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Now, we will substitute our points into the equation, using the x-coordinate from the midpoint for M. -5 equals 2 plus x2 divided by 2. -5 multiplied by 2 equals 2 plus x2 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. -10 equals 2 plus x2. -10 subtract 2 equals x2. x2 equals -12. Our x-coordinate is -12. To find the y-coordinate, we follow the same process. This time, we will use the y part of the equation. M equals y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Now we will substitute our points into the equation, using the y-coordinate of the midpoint for M. 7 equals 9 plus y2 divided by 2. Now we must clear the fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator. 7 multiplied by 2 equals 9 plus y2 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. 14 equals 9 plus y2. 14 subtract 9 equals y2. y2 equals 5. Having found our x and y, we can put them together to find the other endpoint. Therefore, the other endpoint is -12, 5. B. Given the midpoint 3/5, 7/2, and the endpoint 1/2, 6, find the other endpoint. As in the previous example, we will start labeling our endpoint as x1 and y1, and the midpoint as M. Now we will find the x-coordinate using part of the midpoint formula. M equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Now we will substitute our points into the equation. Using the x-coordinate from the midpoint for M, 3/5 equals 1/2 plus x2 divided by 2. Now we must clear the fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator. 3/5 multiplied by 2 equals 1/2 plus x2 divided by 2 times 2. 6/5 equals 1/2 plus x2. 6/5 subtract 1/2 equals x2. 12/10 subtract 5/10 equals x2. x2 equals 7/10. Therefore, our x-coordinate is 7/10. Now we will find the y-coordinate. m equals y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Then we will substitute our points into the equation using the y-coordinate of the midpoint for m. 7 halves equals 6 plus y2 divided by 2. 7 halves multiplied by 2 equals 6 plus y2 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. 14 halves equals 6 plus y2. 7 subtract 6 equals y2. y2 equals 1. Therefore, our other coordinate is 7/10, 1.